Now let me say a few words about freedom of speech and freedom of belief. As a Sikh, I believe we should all be free to believe whatever we wish, so long as it has no adverse effect on others. To put it lightheartedly, I don't mind anyone believing that the earth is flat, providing they don't try and push me off the end.
In late November, the 3-day Global Summit on Religion, Peace and Security was held at the UN in Geneva to address the spread of violent extremism, which manipulates and misuses religion to justify brutal violence against civilians.
It feels as though we have all forgotten the lessons learned in the last century.
This panelist cited the oppression of historic facts, evidencing peace and coexistence between different religions.
Where are these images? They are now buried in the legacy of our history. Instead, people are digging out, I'm talking here about Muslim figures, misleading their people, digging out for differences or points of tension. We have a wealth of common history together, freedom of religion.
So what do we do about it? Not what should we do about it, but what are we doing about it? Not what do we put in a resolution, but what do we practice? What are our best practices?
The Apostolic Nuncio to the UN Geneva moderated one of the panels. He emphasized that the rights to freedom of religion are indispensable.
We can say that there is not humanity without religious freedom. Religious freedom does not guarantee perfect society, but the absence of religious freedom certainly guarantees very dysfunctional society. Everybody present at the meeting have the impression that we are moving ahead in two ways. First is that we understand better the importance of religious phenomena inside of general social context. And on the other side, probably, there is a bigger responsibility of everybody, not only religious leaders, but also social, political leaders, not to manage such a delicate question in a too populistic way. You know.
This summit is evidence of the growing importance of religion in international politics, and for the UN that means religious freedom and peace among religions, because most people in the world are religious, and the question whether the religions live together in peace in countries is of utmost importance, not only for practicing the faith, but for the well-being of the society altogether.
In his address to the UN in 2015, Pope Francis called spiritual freedom, which includes religious freedom, one of the necessary minimum means of society.